Welcome to Inside the Nest. I'm Gray Paholke here with Dustin Combs, head coach of the softball program. Coach, a tough weekend, probably not what you expected, although there were some highlights. You want to just run us through the weekend?
Yeah, certainly, the outcomes weren't what we were looking for, but as you mentioned, we were able to pull some positives away from it. We knew it was stacked up against us. From pitch one on Saturday till the end of the game on Sunday, we had played 4 games in 24 hours. So we knew we had that challenge ahead of us, plus some really good teams to compete against. Like you said, we pulled away some good things from it. A few girls had really good weekends offensively and defensively. And for the rest, they just got to get more at-bats and get the timing back.
Two of those players offensively that had good weekends, seniors Ashlyn, Sutton, and Emily Hoover. Sutton had 4 hits, Hoover with 3 doubles, 5 hits over the weekend. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what you saw out of them.
Well, they settled in a little quicker than some of the rest of the team, but they had really good at-bats even in the at-bats that they didn't get hits. Their timing looked really good, and they were aggressive, and can't always control the outcome, but when you put a good swing on it and time it up right, you have some success. But they did equally as impressive was their defense this weekend. The middle they played really well.
That's great. You have a little competition going on behind home plate right now between Abby Dubinsky and Lauren Ledbetter. Each got 2 starts over the weekend. Tell us a little bit about the positives that they each bring.
Well, they're first off, as I said, the 4 games in less than 24 hours, and then it doesn't get really any easier throughout the season with the grind of our conference schedule. So right now, I think they both just give us a good opportunity to make sure we save legs and both can be fresh the entire year. Over the past few years, we've caught catchers pretty much every inning of every game, and when you do that, their offense starts sliding towards the end of the season because they're cashed out. So they both are competing really well. I think they both give us a chance at the plate. I see a lot of being able to use them a lot throughout the season.
Definitely. Looking ahead down the stretch, even farther, looking towards postseason, some regional opponents this weekend at the Lewis Dome Invitational. What does it mean to maybe get an early glimpse at who you could be playing later on?
Well, yeah, this tournament, it's stacked with teams that are in our region, and whether you get to play them or not, you get to see them. So, their reputations are what they are, and that is they're really good in their conference, and we know a lot about the teams we play, but it is nice to see their new look and see if anybody else, they've brought in kids that can now hurt. They've certainly graduated some kids, but Grand Valley is a team that we've seen quite a few times up in the Dome, and they're a 50-win team, and someone who you know what you're going to get when you play them. That's a challenge. So I think the whole weekend is really gives us an opportunity to see where we're at, maybe get more timing. I told the girls the other day we can't just focus on the outcomes of the win or losses in the past weekend. We probably can't do it this weekend as well. We still need to get more bats, and we just need to have an opportunity to play. We've been so challenged by the weather, here, and the ability for us to get outside and do enough has been limited. So.
Awesome. Well, good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you.
The Cardinals are back in action this weekend as they head to Rosemont, Illinois to be a part of the Lewis Dome Invitational. This has been Inside the Nest. I'm Gray Paholke. We'll see you next week.